G'day viewers, how are you? It's Wednesday. We've made it to hump day. Halfway through the week. No small feat. Congratulations to you. Wednesday, of course, means it's time for Wangafat Wednesday, an acronym that stands for Who Am I Not Giving a Fuck About Today? And honestly, my first reaction when a few people sent me messages going, oh, you got to make a video about this stuff Trump said about the border wall. I'm like, why? What the fuck? What is worth giving a fuck about what Trump said? It's not going to be anything new, is it? Because, oh, but look at this, like, he said this stuff. He had a fantasy of the border wall being a moat in it, and the moat should be full of snakes and gators, and there should be spikes on the top that people would get impaled on. It's like, so Donald Trump said something mind-bendingly stupid that showed, I don't know, the imagination of a not particularly bright 10-year-old.
Yeah, I want a moat, and it's going to be full of snakes. Yeah, and they'll bite people, and that'll teach you.
It's like, so fucking what? Trump is dumb as shit. Yes, and this is yet another confirmation Trump is honestly quite disturbingly stupid, but it's just another day. A day in the past. Oh, but what about the evil shit he said? He wanted people on the border to just shoot people who were trying to come across the border. And he had to be told, just shooting people is illegal. It's called murder. And well, maybe just shoot them in the leg to slow them down. And again, his staff had to say, no, that is also illegal. Again, oh, he's so evil. Really? Really? Trump is evil and cruel and racist and spiteful. None of this is new. I mean, at this point, the only thing Trump is useful for at all is basically identifying people upon whom you should waste no time. No time at all. Because at this point, if somebody declares themselves to be an active Trump supporter, and I don't mean a conservative or a Republican or even someone who would vote for the Republican presidential nominee no matter who because they're just opposed to the Democrats. I mean someone who says they actively, possibly passionately support Trump. Anyone who would still say that is utterly beneath contempt. Like, you could do an X-Y axis, and one axis is incredibly evil and spiteful and racist and bigoted and fucked, and another axis would be incredibly stupid, and all Trump supporters would be in the quadrant where it's evil and stupid. They'd be somewhere. There'd be a little bit of a scattering, but most of them would be at the extreme end of stupid and racist. Not worth your time. Somebody who is that stupid, that obstinate, that enamored of somebody who is just willfully, habitually cruel. And again, the cruelty is the point. Every now and then I feel like I have to point that out to people. It's like, oh, he just said a terrible thing about migrants. He said a terrible thing about refugees. Oh, he said a terrible thing about LGBT people. He said a terrible thing about women. It's like, the cruelty is the point. Trump is a horrible, cruel person. And his hardcore supporters love the cruelty. They don't like the policy. They don't even know the policy. The overwhelming majority of Trump supporters could not name an actual policy, as in an action that the government has undertaken under Trump. They'd say some vacuous shit about build the wall, drain the swamp, like not actual real things. If you press them to say, what is a piece of legislation that Trump has put through that you actively support, the overwhelming majority of them could not name anything. Because it's not about the running of government, because that's not what Trump does. Trump just panders to the worst fucking humans on the earth, because Trump is one of the worst fucking humans on the earth. And yes, like his supporters, Trump is cruel, Trump is spiteful, Trump is racist to his core, and Trump is just mind-bendingly fucking stupid. That's all true, but none of it's news.